It doesn't start with something obvious, and it's not something your dog shows in a single clear moment, which is why most people never notice it forming at all. It builds quietly over time, through small behaviors that seem normal on the surface but mean something very different underneath. Your dog begins to respond to you in ways that go beyond simple training or routine. And that shift is where the relationship changes completely. The first sign appears in how your dog follows you, not just physically, but with attention that stays connected even when nothing is happening. You move from one room to another, and they follow without being asked, not because they need something, but because staying near you feels natural. That movement is not random. It is alignment. Now watch what happens when you stop moving, because your dog doesn't immediately disengage or wander off, but instead stays close, watching, waiting, and remaining connected without needing direction. That stillness is important, because it shows your presence matters even without action. The second sign appears in how your dog checks back with you, even when they are engaged with something else, briefly looking toward you before continuing what they were doing. That check is fast, easy to miss, and happens without any command. But it repeats consistently. Now something builds on top of that, because your dog begins to adjust their behavior based on your presence, becoming calmer when you are calm and more alert when you are focused. That adjustment is not trained. It is mirrored behavior. The third sign appears in how your dog responds when something feels uncertain, because instead of reacting immediately, they pause and look toward you first, almost as if waiting for confirmation before deciding what to do. That moment is critical, because it shows where their reference point is. Now something else develops from that, because your dog begins to stay closer to you in unfamiliar situations, maintaining distance that keeps you within reach instead of moving freely away. That positioning is not coincidence. It is security. The fourth sign appears in how your dog responds after making a mistake or breaking a rule, because instead of avoiding you completely, they return cautiously, watching your reaction but still choosing to come back toward you. That return is important. Now something builds on top of that, because your dog begins to recover faster from those moments, returning to normal behavior more quickly as they learn your reactions are predictable. That recovery shows trust. The fifth sign appears in moments where your dog doesn't need anything at all, because they choose to stay near you or make contact without any clear reason, settling beside you, resting near you, or simply remaining present. That presence is not driven by need. It is driven by connection. Now the pattern becomes clear, because these behaviors are not isolated, they connect together into a consistent way your dog relates to you. Following, checking, adjusting, referencing, returning, and staying close all form part of the same structure. And once that structure forms, something changes in how your dog responds to you overall, because they no longer see you as just a source of commands or rewards. They begin to see you as a central point of stability. That shift is not something you train directly. It develops through repeated interactions where your behavior becomes predictable, consistent, and reliable over time. And your dog responds to that pattern automatically. Now something else happens that most people don't expect, because your dog doesn't just stay close, they begin choosing you even when they don't need anything at all. You are not calling them, not giving a command, and not offering anything in return, yet they still move toward you and settle nearby. That choice is different, because it is not driven by need. The next time it happens, you'll notice it more clearly, because your dog doesn't just stay near you, they position themselves where they can see you easily, adjusting slightly when you move so that connection is maintained without effort. That positioning repeats. And once it repeats, it becomes natural. Now something builds on top of that, because your dog begins to relax more quickly when they are near you, even in situations that would normally keep them alert or slightly tense. That shift in state is important, because it shows where they feel most stable. Now take that into a slightly unfamiliar environment, and watch what happens, because instead of moving away to explore immediately, your dog stays within range, checking in with you more frequently before deciding how far to go. That distance control is not random. It is intentional. Now something else appears, because when your dog does move away, they return to you more quickly than before, not because they are called, but because staying connected has become the default. That return becomes consistent. And once it becomes consistent, it becomes automatic. Now the pattern is complete, because your dog is no longer just responding to your signals, they are organizing their behavior around you in every moment, adjusting movement, attention, and distance without needing direction. That is the final shift.